Here's another crazy cheating while pregnant story. Okay. My wife and I have been married 3 years and have a 2-year-old son with a very recent pregnancy, 10 weeks, for our next baby. We both work from home and have been locked down for the past year almost. So living and seeing each other every other day, none of which I am complaining about. I actually love being with the family. There are other stressors in my life though. I have low self-esteem. I stress about money. I stress about my extended family's health. I stress about my job, but I try not to let any of this affect my family life, at least with my son. My wife is fully aware of the stress I feel though. I have expressed I am stressed enough times, and I accept most of it. Cannot be changed at times. My wife and I are open with each other on everything, at least I thought. And we both have our faces registered for unlocking each other's phones. Face ID. I had full trust in her and never once doubted anything she was doing on her phone, no matter the hour or even the lack of response while she was on social media. I let her have it because I fully trusted her. Cut to last week, and I was just bringing her phone to her from another room. The phone was lying down flat, and I turned the screen to face me like I generally do, expecting to see her home screen as a picture of our son. Instead, it opened to her photo gallery, and I found some barely clothed pics, and one incriminating one of her lying down and slightly pulling her underwear. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing and handed her the phone, but it was killing me, and I had to confront her to ask what those pics were. This is where the lies start. Her first response was just to say, I want to feel good about myself before I get the bump from pregnancy. I called BS on that, and I said, you don't take pics in those poses for that. She confessed that she was sending them to someone. But that's all it led to. I didn't want to know who or how it happened. I was coming to just process everything. I chose to ignore it for that day, mostly because I was in shock. And I also had to take care of our toddler. I was distant the whole day, not wanting to be with her. I wanted to space. I borrowed and I browsed Reddit, any form for any info or advice that night. I had no one to talk to and nowhere to go. In lockdown, I barely slept, and the next day I demanded to know who it was. Turns out it was a guy from work, and they had been using their work team chats to communicate. I asked her how far it went. She said just pictures, nothing more. I suspected more BS, and then asked to see the chats on Teams and on Instagram. She was hesitant. She didn't want to show me in front of not wanting to hurt me. Yeah, I know. Should have called it. I was getting more upset, but I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But I told her I could not continue until I see the messages. She gave more excuses of not wanting to hurt me, but I was beginning to see a pattern. The next day was a work day, and because we share an office in our house, I could see a few times she was furiously typing away on Teams chat. No guesses who it was. I confronted her after work, and she still did not want to show me the messages. I gave up. I told her I needed to see this, otherwise we are separating. She came to me the following day and confessed that she lied. They did meet twice, and the last time was a week earlier when all they did was kiss. I got incest. How could she? I knew they didn't just kiss, and compounded with all of the trickle truths, It was even crazier to think I'd believe that. I demanded then and there, show me the chats. I knew she had deleted the messages on Instagram, and the slimy affair partner was trying to purge his chat messages. The sheer volume of messages was telling. I was reading messages for a whole 2 hours, going back 3 months. It started off flirty, then crossed the line, becoming sexually charged, even expressing how they would F each other. She was pining for him on the chats. And what was the worst, that they both stated what they were doing was wrong, but continued with it. Now, we're in lockdown here, so can't really go out and for groceries yet. These two decided their escape was worthy enough to forego the lockdown and our marriages. We've been fighting every day since. I don't think she's remorseful, even though she says she is. She's becoming headstrong, suggesting that she also has her feelings and that she doesn't have to live like this. By this, I mean me looking through her phone now, not trusting her. She blames the affair on me not being intimate with her, not giving her the attention she needs. I tell her she has broken me and thrown away our marriage, but wants me to just go through it so we can mend the relationship. Writing this down, it feels like I'm being a chump and taking all of this. Maybe I am just weak, but I'm scared of how our children will be. I love them so much. We have marriage counseling in 2 days. I'm bracing myself for the criticism from her. And if she uses that as an excuse for what she did, I need some guidance on what to do. Should we separate? I'm afraid I am not that financially stable to endure it. And we have a baby going to be born soon. How can I build trust when she's gaslighting? Sorry this is long. I have no other outlet for my grief. And this is another crazy story of cheating while pregnant. This woman was pregnant and chose to step out. In my personal opinion, I don't think he needs marriage counseling. But most importantly, do you know where your children are?